it into shot. That shot we're going to refine with the acids. You'll see that here next. Here we're adding nitric acid into the impure shot, which is covered in distilled water. This nitric acid is going to start dissolving out the copper and silver, leaving behind nearly pure gold that we will further refine. Slowly adding a little bit extra nitric. There was a weird looking white foamy stuff, but that was just silver crystal dust floating, later dissolved. And we did these boils multiple times. Throughout the night, we did 8 total boils, and you can start to kind of see, I'll start marking these on the beaker, each boil. I should have had a tray underneath the beaker to catch anything in case the glass broke, but my hot plate was not getting hot enough to really super concern me, to be honest with you. We got one for the next run, though, for sure. And here you see the gold after the base metals are dissolved out. This is nearly pure gold. And we're going to start dissolving this. So you'll see me pour in muriatic acid first. And after we add some muriatic acid, I'm going to add nitric acid. But before I do that, you'll see me squirt some sulfuric acid, which is right here, to drop out any lead. That sulfuric acid is going to drop out any lead present when we go to filter it. And here I'll add 50 milliliters of nitric acid, which will go straight to work. You'll see that right away. There it goes. And as that gold dissolves, if there's any impurities, it will stay in solution, and we will filter that off. And get a good shot of it right there. And that is very angry aqua regia. And again, this is in a plastic tote as a catch basin. Here we go, filtering off the first run of the dissolved gold. And you'll see a little bit of chlorides form, which is exactly why we want to start to filter this off. And we ended up having to get a different kind of filter, which actually benefited us a lot in the end. So the first drop of gold, here we go. Ain't that a beautiful sight? That little jar on the right is stannous chloride, which helps us tell if the gold is all out of solution, dropped out all the way. And on the left is the sodium metabisulfite, the stump out. That's what we use to drop the gold out. There is the gold powder. And it looks beautiful. But we're going to do a further refining on it one more time just to get out anything else out. So again, we got this covered in hydrochloric acid. And we add a little bit of nitric acid and sulfuric. And man, it just really, really goes this time. A lot less volume of liquid. Less impurities. And you'll see a stark color difference when this gets fully dissolved as well. It's quite a bit more red. And those are nitric acid fumes going. That brown noxious gas. Adding a couple more shots of nitric. We ended up adding a little bit extra hydrochloric as well to hydrate the solution. And here you go. There is the beautiful aqua regia containing 4 ounces of gold right there. Oh yeah. And we're going to go ahead and filter that solution. I put some some ice in there. And we're going to filter that with, like I said, the new filtering apparatus that I ended up getting, which saved the day. made the gold buttons so nice, making sure we got everything out of there. And here's that clear solution, and we're gonna drop the gold again. And this is a lot more dense of a liquid when it comes to the concentration for volume, so it drops out so beautifully and dramatically. Yeah, there it is. That's the gold we're after. So we're gonna go ahead and drop that gold out, let it settle, and then pour off the waste. And we need to wash this gold a couple times with water. Boiling distilled water and hydrochloric acid, actually.
Here's pretty solid.
So there's when the gold's settling out.
There's a lot of gold.
Thing of beauty right there. And it had even like a gold mirror forming on the inside of the beaker. It was just really cool to see. I've never dissolved or refined this much gold. And here's a look at the mud. Went ahead and poured some hydrochloric acid on that and rinsed it really, really good with about 8 washes of water. And this is the result afterwards.
Oh yeah.
Just some chunky gold powdered nuggets.
Washing it in water.
And just this in the state that it was really cool to look at. Yeah, I mean, it was mud balls. And check it out. We got it drying. And here we'll do a weigh up. We ended up actually getting quite a bit more, as you can see. On my estimates, I estimated 113 grams. But it actually ended up recovering 125 grams. So the carat of this gold was pretty much 20 to 21% carat purity. There was about 10% like black sands and some pyrites in the gold starting with. That's why there was a minus 10% at the beginning. And everything came out really, really well. I was super happy with it. 125 grams out of what I calculated to start with was 150. So if you see the starting weight 167 minus 10%, again, that is like the black sands with just that contamination. So 125 grams recovered, nearly 21 karat gold. To start with, before we refined it, we ended up with 24 karat, at least 3 nines fine, pure gold, which will melt up into some buttons. And the buttons tell the story. You know, when you see surface defects and contamination, it shines, even in gold. You will see those impurities at the surface when those buttons are melted. But as you can see in these photos, it's just beautiful gold. Beautiful stuff. So thanks for watching. And that was gold provided by Flower Gold Wizards. So really appreciate you. And if you want to see the full length refining of this video, go ahead and check it out on Vendetta Prospecting's YouTube channel. I'll leave a link in the description below. Thanks for watching, guys.